should get a Pop-Tart with icing.
Yeah.
Everyone loves that.
I like sugar. Eagles sugar. He's not happy. I can see his.
So
by sheer fluke came in the same attire.
because it was cold.
It was a little chilly outside, and we are wearing Sportiera gear. But if you want to look for maybe
hazelnuts,
specifically,
in case you want to kill them.
or pistachios.
It's my kryptonite.
I halftime lead.
Tell us all about the choke.
Beast mode.
Sorry? It's 11. That's 2 scores. That's what I said. Thank you, Matt Girouac, for your math input.
So second half begins, and next thing you know, Beast Mode's still in control of this football game, right? And I'm okay, cool, no worries.
Beast leaving.
Yeah. And end of the game, let's fast forward to the end of the game. This is where the choke happens. Beast Mode is up with about 4 plays or so left in the game. It's a 3rd and 1. They convert for the first down. Game is over. We talk Beast Mode victory and why the Lizards look awful, right? Well, Nicolas Blais, who had a good game up until that point, and you hear it. You hear it from the smoking axlets, and they go, watch for the shovel pass. Watch for the shovel pass on the short play. Guess what happened?
He threw a shovel pass.
Guess who picked it off?
Smoking axles.
Joseph Safakis.
Safakis, that's right.
Brought it right back down and scored. They go up 1.
That's pretty ridiculous.
However, Beast Mode brings it right back down into the red zone. They have 2 cracks at it inside the 5-yard line, and they can't
Unable to
convert.
Yeah.
Choke job, yes or no?
Again,
You are 1 yard away from closing the game out,
Mhm.
and bam, it's gone.
Yeah, but like you're creating your own narrative, Mo. If Beast Mode would have won the game, you'd have been like, "Whoa, Beast Mode stepped up. Smoking Axles, they're not ready to take the step yet. Now Smoking Axles, they're mature, and Beast Mode, they choke." Dude, you're being result oriented. It's easy to say
It's
it's
a
choke
result basis. We are a reactionary week to week league.
Then yes, it's a choke job. It was terrible. Oh my god. Absolutely.
There's kids going around here. Other games that
I didn't say it's a
I know, but they might see
fracking choke job.
It might be an effing choke job. Games that caught your attention.
Warriors Rolling Thunder. Warriors took it 31-13. Rolling Thunder continues to struggle despite having David Santomo, Dexter Linton, and Daniel Bornstein on the receiving corps. Seems bizarre to me. There's a lot of disorganization on defense. Guys don't know where to be. Just a lot of like finger pointing and blaming and just frustration on that side of the ball. And D is not getting it done at quarterback. Look, simplify what you're doing because what you're doing is not yielding enough points to win. On the other hand, the upstart Warriors got 5 touchdowns from 5 different receivers, and Michael Solomene had another strong outing to start his season.
5 different
17
receivers.
touchdowns.
That's like Baskin Robbins. 31 different flavors.
It's true. If you're lactose intolerant, it's 31 different ways to the toilet.
That's not good.
No.
It's the same way, just different flavors.
Hey, Hunger Games is here. Chapman,
Absolutely.
welcome to the show.
When there's trouble, you call DW.
Yeah, you definitely do. Lehuard and Trinity.
They let me down. They posted on the Facebook page.
They name dropped you actually.
Yeah.
They name dropped. I heard you from afar. Oh, they're talking PC Della Riese, but no mention of Mo Khan. Okay, no problem.
Well, because you were hating on them.
I can hate on them this week.
You can this week, actually.
I
This
can hate
week,
on them this week.
You're in your right mind to hate on them. Absolutely.
So Lehuard, a little bit disorganized at first because Nick Ballot, the captain of the team, wasn't there on time, but they were there, the team itself, and they jump out to a surprising 19-6 lead. Now, it's that classic, PC, we see in sports, whether it's football, hockey, soccer, college basketball, where the ultimate underdog has that halftime lead, but in the second half is a different story where they start losing their grip, and they can't close it out. It almost happened to Lehuard. They almost lost this game. But the thing was, though, Ballon Lapointe, the quarterback, played a really, really good game. He managed the football game. Didn't go out of his element of his comfort zone. Short passes worked out very well. He timed his plays going deep well enough to get this team in scoring position to win. However, there was a brain fart on their end. What is the rule for a quarterback to shotgun scenario? In the snapper quarterback scenario, 5 yards, right?
5 yards, absolutely.
Well,
it's rarely enforced as well.
It rarely enforced, right? But unfortunately, he went under center and took the snap of the football.
Well, at that point,
in the red zone. In the red zone.
Had you been like half a yard away, the ref would have been like, "Yeah, it's 5 yards." But like under center,
this
you can't.
was
do
like, I'm like, wait a minute, do we have like short yardage situations here? Is he a
Is
quarterback
this
sneak?
FBF Junior?
Is this gonna be a quarterback sneak? But they look. I was impressed by Lehuard's defense. They came and they were physical from start to finish with Trinity. I think Trinity up to that point, Peasy, hadn't seen the physicality of what it means to be a legitimate team in Division E, and they brought it to them. They trash talking these guys left, right, and center, and
They are a gritty team. If you look at them, I think their plus minus is +1. They're 2-2, so they're kind of team that's going to win these kind of ugly, gritty games. And at the same time, you figure, who are they? Are they even who the players' names say they are on the roster sheet? Because with Nick Bello, you never know.
That's a nice rhyme we had over there.
It's not bad.
Anything else that caught your attention?
Those are the major two. We got a lot of topics later on, though, but for the actual games, those are the two I caught this week.
One last game, Jaggies Chill Tigers. I told Raul Mahan I'll talk about this game.
Oh, yeah. You told me about it on the sidelines at the Stade Montréal.
They win 33-22, and this was a game of two halves once again here. Jaggies Chills could have closed this game out. They were in control of this football game from start to finish here. Mahan.
Is there ever like a game that's one half? I guess you could.
Well, it was because you know what? It's an 11 o'clock game, and at that point you're like, okay, well, this is going to be a write-off because the Tigers had no business being in this football game. They just kept on chipping away. Andrew Dennis Lynch had a really, really good game. He came in as like a specialized quarterback in certain packages to run or throw the football, and that really made Jaggies and Chill look very uncomfortable because they didn't know what he was going to do from time to time.
And it's bizarre because Jaggies and Chill are the sort of farm team for Jagerbaum.
And they were there in full force.
But the thing is that Jagerbaum has a running quarterback, so you figure this is a team that probably wouldn't know how to contain
Jay
that.
Abdelow's being the quarterback for this team.
I understand. What I'm saying is that they're a group of guys who have not only seen this before, but actually play a similar style.
And look, the one guy who changed the tone of this game was Jamal Greenidge. Pick six to end off the game.
Jameel Greenidge.
You
You pronounce his name wrong every week.
I know. Jameel Greenidge. Pick six
It's
to
like
end
your
off the
calendar.
game. I'm pulling a Brent calendar. But Akeem Gordon had a strong game, but they just came
Yeah.
away. And the thing was, though, their defense played well. And I give full credit to the Tigers' defense because they put Jaggies and Chill in a position of, well, it's 4th and long. What do we do? And they actually went for it, and they couldn't convert it. And they got great field position, and they cashed in every single time and got the game-winning touchdown with 2 plays left.
Raul Mohan quoted in the game when they were down saying, "Guys, I can't do it all myself." So
That is true.
his buddies finally came to play, and they turned it around.
He was pissed off.
Yeah.
He was pissed
Understandably so.
off. Well, that's what I learned from this week. Do you like finishers?
Well, no one likes being finished.
I'm sure if you went
Especially
to
on today is
it's kind
National
of
Sex
ironic.
Day.
It's kind of ironic. We're talking about finishers, and there's kids around us.
It's their fault for coming here. I'm unapologetic.
That's true. We didn't know they're coming. What is the issue in Division E with teams having leads and not finishing off games when they have to?
Do you have specific examples?
Well, look, this past week was the prime example where a lot of the favorites, Trinity, Beast Mode, had leads.
You had to throw in beast mode, though.
I had to.
Every chance.
Your team.
They're not my team. I
your
like
friends.
Trinity. Trinity's my boys.
Yeah, they're your team also. Even Jags and Chill.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, what is it that teams can do to close out teams? They're up by double digits here. It's not like, a 4-point lead going back and forth here. They're up by 2 scores, and they can't finish off games.
It's something that young quarterbacks need to learn is managing a game. So, like, sometimes you're up, and it's a weird number. For example, we talked about 11 points earlier. So if you're up 11 points and you throw an interception, all of a sudden the game can slip through your fingers pretty quick. Also, calling the right plays and adjusting. So, if a team is beating, even though you're winning, and a team's continuously beating you with something, and a lot of times Division E, you see teams can stay with the same defense, where in higher divisions, it's like, okay, guys, we're taking this away, and they're going to beat us now with this, or they're not going to beat us at all. And so, obviously you can't cover everything, but you can't continue to let them abuse you. And a lot of times what we see, especially the less experienced teams in Division E, is they don't understand when the game slips through their fingers, but they burn clock in the wrong ways. They go too quickly when they don't need to, and they don't adjust when they need to adjust.
So your advice would be what then? Should they watch higher division teams to get a better grasp of what they can apply to their game plan?
In my own experience, my first game in FPF, my first game as quarterback, and my first game playing with Justin Blanchard as quarterback, all 3 games were losses, were games where we were leading, and it was a case of completely mismanagement. It was just completely rushing for no apparent reason and wanting to score a bunch of points just because it feels good. But the other team is making adjustments and you're not, because you don't understand the game the same way they do, and the game can get away from you. So it just adjustments and understanding where you are in the game and making the best decision, not necessarily the calling the most fun stuff or the coolest plays. Just do the thing that works and make adjustments to make sure it works. How succinct was that?
I think
All in one sentence.
this will creep up for sure
Creep,
during
creep.
the regular season, but I think it'll creep up during the playoffs, where a team again will not learn from their mistakes and
Yeah,
have
you'll end up being a goof troop. You always stick together.
2-score lead in the second half, and they'll blow that lead away, and they should have had a finisher to go with it.
It's true.
The team of the week, Les Bonhommes Jeunes, or
So they're the curse.
the LBJ. I think they might have named the team after LeBron James.
Okay. Or just the yellow guy.
Well,
The guy with the yellow hat, the friend of Curious George.
yeah,
Could be him. He's cool.
I think it might be LeBron
He's
James.
down with it. Who's
LBJ,
hip.
man.
World's first hipster.
Really?
He had the hat. He had the hat before anyone else had the hat.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
There you go.
4-0.
Indeed.
They're only key
And I
ones.
said in the preseason that they impressed me a lot. I thought they would be a top team, and you laughed at me.
I'm still laughing at you
I know.
because Beast
For other
Mode,
reasons.
your boys.
Yeah.
And Trinity, you're the boys.
See, I love this. Mo only remembers the times that you're wrong. He will
Selective-
never remember the times he himself is wrong.
Selective
Ever.
enforcement, my friend.
Yeah, fair enough.
Key
It's
wins.
like being a police officer in Chicago.
Oh no, that's not nice. That's not nice. Okay,
It's true,
so
though.
key wins against the Water Lizards. Other 3 wins not so great.
Yeah, the so far the schedule's been pretty easy. The record of the opponents is 5-11.
Not good.
So they are 4-0. They only beat one team with a winning record, and the remaining schedule for their opponents, the record of their opponents lined up is 9-14-1. So they don't have a strong schedule at all.
So we look at the schedule first and ask
Mhm.
ourselves this question: then, are they going to potentially benefit from having an easier schedule, which could hurt them when they play a tougher team in the playoffs if they do qualify? Which, from all indications from the probability, they will be in the playoffs in some shape or form.
It can hurt them. It likely won't hurt them. Their team, they've shown they can put up a lot of points.
Yeah.
They've shown that they can prevent teams from scoring. Anyway, look, they're beating the teams under schedule. They can't control who's under schedule. That said, they're
That's the
allowing
tough part about Devi, right?
they're allowing 8 points a game. That's
albeit
ridiculous.
against teams that don't know how to throw
Okay.
football.
Still, though, a lot of teams are not allowing 8 points a game, regardless of this.
So, are you more impressed by the offense or the defense? then?
Defense, absolutely. Look, they've scored 40 points twice. They've also had games where they've not been as effective on offense, but no matter what, the defense has been there. So 31 points allowed in 4 games is absolutely impressive.
Jeremy Ledoux, 14 TDs, 3 INTs. You have Valet, who has 4 TDs. Douillard has 13 receptions, 5 TDs, a good 1-2 punch for receivers. And Valet also has 3 INTs.
The 2 Marc-Antoine Vallée.
Yeah.
I had mentioned the either the preseason show or the week 1 show where I said, look, this is a guy who was really successful with the Ravens when they struggled to find their quarterback, and now they seem to have the quarterback position figured out, and we can only expect him to be more successful than he has been so far. And Douillard had a season at quarterback, and that changes the way that you play receiver. You understand how to break off a route. You understand how to find holes in zones, and it's been to his benefit all season.
Final record prediction will be what in your mind?
8-2,
Oh, so 2 losses.
maybe 9-1. I don't know. Looking at their schedule, it's tough, but you know what? I'm gonna be bold.
Oh, look out.
F 8-2, F 9-1, 10-0.
Nice, Captain Obvious.
There we go.
You
Someone's
said-
gonna be
He said
captain.
8-2, then 9-1. You're like,
It's
oh,
called
what's
hedging your
next thing?
bets.
7-3?
They might go 7-3. They might go 6-4.
6-4,
10-0. Let's do it. 10-0, boys.
5-0, 5-5. The best division in Division E is what? I have my pick.
So there's a lot of. I want to go with Conference B West. The top 4 teams look strong. Warriors, Spartans, Trinity, all can beat anyone in the division. And Lee, who aren't as a 4th team, like I said, if it's an ugly, greedy game, they remind me very similarly to Jean-Guy in that they win those weird games that no one seems to like. They're very successful that way. What else? Rolling Thunder have a lot of talent if they can get it together. And then we have Roadrunners, are a 1-3 team with a plus minus of +7,
Rare
which is really rare.
territory.
But it means they're capable of putting a beating on teams if they get together.
They said that this being the farm team of the small giants of the winter season, they wouldn't be as dominant as they were in the winter season. So they're expected to have their lows, and this is what the low is for them right now.
Yeah, but they're the type of team that could turn around
They
easily as
could.
well.
Look, I think Conference B West is very good. I think you look at Conference A East, TDs and Beers at 4-0, Smoke and Axles at 3-1, Aliens at 3-1, three horse race 1-1. Okay, Axles fall from second place to 2-2, but we talk about how close that division is. I mean, they were one play away from being in second place, but no longer are they in that position here. And look, Face Jazz.
That's fair. But from B West,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. Don't have to name
Done.
a team,
It's funny because you keep changing the name of this.
which I like to do every week.
All right. Well, thought-provoking thought of the week. It's odd. In a recent Adidas ad, they spelled Columbia wrong, using the letter U in the place of a second O. It turns out it's not the first time it's happened. Of course, we all remember Steve Harvey's note on Twitter where he congratulated Miss Philippians and apologized to Miss Columbia. And there's a whole, we've seen this in the past in international sports. We've seen this in video games. We've seen this in social media. And we've seen this on TV. I live with two Colombian women in the house. It's louder than you can imagine.
Are they watching the Copa America, by the way?
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, my God.
It sounds like a soccer thing, so no.
It
It
is a
sounds
soccer thing,
stupid.
the Copa America, my friend. You should learn this.
Why don't you keep your 1-1
You
ties?
should learn this, my friend.
It's my thought of the day.
4-0.
So living with two Colombians, it's already loud enough. They've made my household louder and complainer. Damn you, Adidas! I will never own an Adidas product again because you've caused arguments in my home. Es Colombia, not no Colombia. It's not hard. You spell check. I tried in writing this. The spell check kept correcting me to write Columbia with an O. So therefore, I know it. You kind of had to do this on purpose. So it begs the question: is there something more malicious at hand? Perhaps Columbia University is to blame. This may be a nefarious plot, Mokan.
So would
you say Ivy League? I say Poison Ivy.
League.
So would you
Thank you.
bring a British Columbia hat as a gift to your mother-in-law?
That depends. Actually, you know what? I had a friend's grandmother who called it British Calabria. She somehow got her citizenship. So that test can't be that hard.
Maybe not. Okay, there you go. Peasy's thought-provoking thought of the week.
Well, there we go.
I like that.
Stop provoking.
Columbia. With an O, not a U.
Not an A either.
Not an A.
Columbia is something completely different.
Yep.
It's the sex act we won't talk about in the show.
Thought-provoking. It is time for games. Oh, sorry. Say it, please.
I believe, Mo, it's time for Games of the Week.
My favorite segment.
Yes.
It's your only segment. It's the
your
only
only
time you
segment.
speak.
Of relevancy.
It can also be my favorite.
It's true.
So game one here, we have Beast Mode versus TDs and Beer.
Say it.
Go figure. TDs and Beer are 5.5 point favorites.
5.5 point favorites. TDs and beer have been too good. I'm going to go with the beers. Plus, beer's amazing.
I'm going to go Beers and they'll cover the spread.
Super Troopers versus the Tigers. 2.5 point favorites are the Troopers.
Tigers riding at a high, but they're going to ride low this week. Super Troopers with the points.
Give me the Tigers. Rawr.
Indeed.
Rolling Thunder versus Les Huards. Les Huards are 3.5 point favorites.
Can I not watch this game?
You have to watch this game. It's part of our
Alright.
contract.
You know what? I'm gonna say Rolling Thunder because Lehuard will just keep it too close and lose stupidly.
Unless they go into center, yes, but they'll win this football game.
All right, we'll see.
The Warriors versus the Spartans.
The Warriors.
The Warriors.
The Warriors.
The Warriors.
The Warriors. The whatever. The Spartans are 9.5 point favorients.
See, because when you
It's
say
a
it
tongue
that
twister.
way, it makes it more difficult for you to say it.
I don't care.
All right.
Sticking to it.
Man, 9.5 points is a lot of points.
I see you're saying it too now.
Well, yeah, it's the thing of the show now. I'm gonna go with the Warriors. It's too big a spread. Give me the points.
Give me the Spartans and the points.
Well, because you have to. That's how betting works, Mo.
Yep.
You can't take Spartans without the points.
I know.
They're the favorites.
I know.
They're 9.5 point favorites.
I know. No, but I could say give me the Spartans to win, but I'll take the points with the Warriors.
All right, that's fair.
But give me the Spartans plus points.
Hedging his bets.
Okay. Yeah. All right, cool. What did we learn on today's episode?